Yeah, that's not just a video title. That's a serious question. Have you ever seen such a pathetic excuse for a man in your life? I know I haven't. I mean, this dude takes the cake, and that's the reason. I know I ain't said much about him for a while, but old Daggy, man. Let's go in on him. But first, though, honorable mentions. I mean, he's got a close second. Old Jerry, come on, man. Jerry, listen, I didn't think I'd ever have to give you advice like this, but let me tell you how to handle it when somebody's calling you out. Because the crybaby, like, filters, it's not a good look.
When you go into rehab, when you go...
And it's funny, just that still to this day, and Ripto put us on game, what Ryan does is when he does these Ask Me a Question Instagram, he has somebody in his little inner circle there, somebody sitting at the ranch with him and to softball him questions. So guaranteed somebody softballed him this one.
Same people that called you crazy are realizing you were right all along. Took them long enough.
Right about what? Give one example. If I was Mr. I'm right about everything and it just took people so long, everybody had it so wrong, I could at least give one example. I'd be like, yeah, I don't know, it took them so long, but yeah, they did find out that I'm right about everything. You know, just like, insert one thing. That's where you do it at, Ryan. How's it feel, too, to have that many people in your in your IG talking about what happened to you?
What happened to me? Could you be a tad bit more specific?
And the best thing you could do is just do some crybaby filter and what happened to me? Like a 2-year-old and just mock what they said. Or you've lost it, Jerry. Talking about I'd rather be the rat than the cat.
Yeah, I see the whole Jerry shit. Yeah, well, haha, Jerry. Jerry. Listen, I'd rather be fucking Jerry than Tom.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Hashtag Tom and Jerry.
You know, Jerry's still somewhat coherent, though. The fact that he was able to speak some facts about old Justin Time and give him the props he deserves.
Out of all you fucking bums, the only other motherfucker in the friend group who even had cool shit that he bought by himself and worked his ass off for was fucking Justin. All you motherfuckers didn't do shit like that because y'all's a fucking bum. If Justin would have found out about y'all stealing my identity and taking my money and doing all this bullshit that I just found out about, Justin would have fucking told me.
I gotta give him that, but that just goes to show you when you're that good of a hustler and party promoter that even people out of their mind and so far out of their mind that when they do an IG questionnaire, people ask them what their favorite color of meth is.
What's your favorite meth?
Old Daggy and Jerry. Man, they're two of a kind, ain't they? Yeah, I'll tell you what's funny, and I was thinking about this the other day. Watching Jerry watch his local officials say and talk on the news, and he thinks that they're talking in a certain code that only him and they understand, and that, you know, he's on the same page with them and they're rooting for him, and Jerry's just... he's on another level, you know, so he knows not only what they're talking about, but he knows the code, and they're all on the same wavelength. And Jerry's just so proud of his local officials. Meanwhile, if he ever got 5 minutes in a room with one of them, he would be devastated. They'd break his little heart. They'd break his little Jerry rat heart, bro. But much like Daggy's heart will be broke, because when you sit there and watch him, he just looks so excited when he thinks that Jerry is actually a friend of his, and he sits there and he addresses these people like, holler boys, holler girls, you know, we're in this together, we're all a big team and a big family, and you know, me and Ryan's relationship, you know, is what they're jealous of. That me and Ryan, we work things out, you know, we're friends now. 5 minutes in a room with Ryan, he'd be like, bro, I don't fuck with you. I ain't that far gone on this shit. Is it the evil in me that wants to see them both just get their heart broke when the truth really hits them? Anyway, I know what you guys are waiting for. Let's talk about what a piece of shit Daggy is. How about it?
So that's just,
The only dude I know that literally spends his time coming on this thing right here, on YouTube, on this platform, to sit and whine and cry and look jealous as hell of other men's success. Whenever you live in the same country we do, homie, you got the same opportunities we do. I don't want to hear none of that. Oh, I was an ex-con, or I this and that. So am I. Or oh, I suffered from drug addiction. So do I. Little overweight. Well, you're definitely fatter than I am, but you know what I'm saying? Like, this dude sitting cries about shit and just complains and pocket watches everybody else. This dude, for the 1100th time, was on live last night again, talking about the wheels on my truck and the car that I worked to buy my son, and the other car that I worked to buy my other son. That I don't even think he fucking knew about that yet. But oh man, that'll break your heart, won't it? But you know, the only person you hurt is yourself. When you sit and pocket watch, like, that's some lame ass shit, bruh. And still crying about Justin Time and Adam, everybody else is set. Triple T, dude. That's all you do is sit and cry about other people's success. It makes you look like a fucking lame, bruh.
Add another 0 to it and tell everyone you went number 1.
And I really don't think you realize that. And to sit there and pretend like this little shit you do on YouTube actually helps support your family at all.
Oh, they would really get mad, man. They'd really get mad if I showed them the Dagburn, what I made last month.
Oh, what kind of a man sits and pretends that this is his actual analytics and AdSense on YouTube?
No, I'm making nothing like that.
What kind of man does that? Meanwhile, in the same breath, talking about how fucked up his wife's hands are and how painful her hand condition, whatever the fuck that means.
Here's Melinda's hands. Look how bad they look. Bad, bro.
She's got injections in her hand and can't really use her hands. Yet you're going to let her be the only support in the household? You're going to let her be the breadwinner of the household and carry your ass? But talk about how sad it is that her hands hurt?
Bad.
If her hands hurt that bad, homie, why don't you get out there and put your little fucking nubs to work? Right? Shit. Dirty hands, clean money. I ain't seen dirt on your hands in 5 years that I've been watching your stupid ass on here. Not one piece of dirt on them, bruh. Dirty hands, clean money. And whatever the fuck these hands are, at least they're making clean money. I wouldn't have the nuts or what it took to just be that disrespectful to my wife, to sit upstairs in the house that she bought me, stuffing my face with McDonald's that she bought me, on a phone that she paid for, on the internet she's paying for, to talk about the gotcha man's truck and wheels.
But now I got new tires on my truck.
Bruh, I kind of lightweight feel sorry for you, bruh. I didn't know people could get that lame. I didn't know people, and the funny part is to watch how he can't wrap his mind around a man actually working to earn those things, right? He thinks that life is given to you. So he assumes that the fact that I put some 24-inch wheels on my truck, that somebody must have bought those for me. The fact that I got my son a Dodge Charger for Christmas, somebody had to have given me that. Because he can't fathom a man going out and actually working for something. So he can't, that bridge doesn't cross in his brain. He just sees this side, it's just somebody that wants to get their son a car for Christmas, and he sees somebody with the car for Christmas for their son. But that bridge just says Patty Burgess. You know, he's like, man, that's what my whole life's been, is people handing me shit. So that had to be the way gotcha man got it. Look like a sucker. And when is this Tennessee Reaper dude going to learn his lesson and sharing his personal analytics with this retard? I'd be pissed if I looked and I seen that bro was sharing my analytics, showing the whole world how much money I made on YouTube last month just to try to fake flex and say it was his. That's lame, bruh.
No, I'm making nothing like that.
Imagine that. So say this out loud, Daggy. I, Daggy, sat upstairs while my wife was down there in excruciating pain with her hands because she works them to death to take care of me. And I'm up here pretending to the world that I actually contribute to the household. And then I use somebody else's analytics to make that story and to lie about it. And then took it a step further and accepted shout outs from people and praise from people that were like, man, good job, Daggy.
Proud of you, Dagburn. Appreciate that inside corner.
You go, Daggy. And he's like, man, I appreciate that. Appreciate what? Bruh? Appreciate what? Sitting there stuffing your face with McDonald's, pretending that that's your analytics when it's somebody, bruh. I did, honestly, like I said, I didn't know that there was that big of a piece of shit in this world, man. Fucking cell phone repair store again. Just here to pick up my phone. I had dropped it off earlier to get a screen.
Okay.
Was it the 15?
Yeah.
You've been here before, though, right?
They sell any stronger screens in it? Like some shit they put on the space station or something? I don't know.
I don't think so.
It's like the 7th one that I busted on there. But man, seriously though, I'm supposed to believe that they can make a space station that can be in space and keep the black hole out of there with just glass windows, but they can't make a phone that can't take a fall from the top of a black stone. What's that, 3 foot high? Come on, man. And my shit still got dots in it, bruh. I'm seeing dots. At least they are to the point where they put the screen protector on there for free nowadays, since I've been there so many times. Got fucking frequent flyer miles at the cell phone repair store. I'm gonna spend this last day of my vacation. I'm gonna go pick up my son from school, because I never get to do that. I'm always at work out of town, so I'm gonna go ahead and go pick him up. But just to recap real quick, for the people who didn't really catch what I said earlier in this video, because I probably said it in a sarcastic, comedic way. This fucking piece of shit, waste of air, right here, pictured right here. After spending the first, 45 minutes of his live last night complaining and crying about how jealous he is of what I got and the success of the rest of my brothers on this platform. Literally itemizing what I got, talking about the size of my wheels, the car that I got my son, literally cries about all of it. After he got done crying about all that, he decided to flex and say, hey, should I show everybody how much my YouTube AdSense is so far just for the month of December? And he flashes this picture with the total scribbled out from last month, and it zoomed in enough that you couldn't see whose AdSense it was. And then a few minutes later, because he got too cocky and arrogant, man, and he couldn't, you know what I mean? He got a little taste of it, and he was like, you know what? Should I show him? Should I show him when I go, oh, they're really gonna be mad what I made last month. And that's when he shows the full image of Tennessee Reapers AdSense for last month, which again, if I'm Tennessee Reaper, I'm smacking you in the mouth, bruh. Like, why are you putting out my personal information, dude, and trying to flex and pretend that it's yours? How lame is that? And first of all, like, come on, Reaper, dude. What are you doing sharing shit with Daggy? You gotta know, you might as well print it and get it put on the front page of the paper. If you want to give something to Daggy, you just gotta know that that's going all the way out there. That's what that dude thrives on. He sits around and waits. He just sits like a little fucking weasel and just watches every little thing Triple T does and I do and Chop does, just waiting on one little thing that he can fucking weasel in there. That's just like Adam said, you know what, I'll delete my socials if they could prove the, whatever, A, B, C. And old Daggy thinks he's got something, and all of a sudden he comes up out of the fucking woodwork and was like, I'll delete your channel, you Adam. Be prepared to delete your channel, you Adam. Ain't nobody listening to you, bruh. Your own wife don't even take you serious.
Son, that's just